Hey guys, I'm Justin.
I'm Leigh.
And together we own Horrorland Media. Today is going to be our November 2024 collection update, so grab you a spot on your favorite chair and join us as we go over everything that we bought on episode 11 of Welcome to Horrorland.
Welcome to Horrorland.
Alright guys, so as I said, today will be our November 2024 collection update. This has 4 stacks. They're honestly, all kidding aside, they're really not as big as they usually are. There's several upgrades this month. We'll start this video out though. This is being uploaded the week after Thanksgiving, so we hope that everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving, was able to spend time with friends and family, eat you some turkey or whatever you eat on Thanksgiving. But we do hope that everyone had a great one. We did not upload a video last week, but we do have the rest of the year planned out. We will be skipping the week of Christmas, but we'll get into that later. We'll go ahead and start the update. Stack 1. Alright. So there is a guy, I will not out his name. You can find him on Facebook if you look hard enough. He is out of the UK and he does custom wrestling sets. So we did pick up a couple of those. These were ordered in October. He had a really big sale. It just took him a while to ship them and get them to me. So this is Sunday Night Heat to 1998. This is the complete year. It's 1 disc. I'm not sure exactly when Sunday Night Heat started, like month-wise. It doesn't stay on here either. So, but we did pick up that. We got TNA, The Asylum Years, Volume 1. This is when TNA first started in Nashville, Tennessee at the Nashville Fairgrounds. So that's Volume 1. These got out of order, so there's Volume 2. And there's also Volume 3. This will be the complete from start to end when they were in Nashville. I mean, everybody came through there at one point, so if you're a wrestling fan, those are extremely nice to have. We also got Ring of Honor, Death Before Dishonor 2024. The Ring of Honor is nowhere near as good as what the old Ring of Honor used to be, but still want them in the collection because, I mean, they're still not bad pay-per-views for what they are. We have TNA Slammiversary 2024. And we also have TNA Emergence and Victory Road, kind of a double feature there for those two from 2024 as well. Next up, out of the UK, I ordered a couple more wrestling here. These were extremely cheap for what they are. So this is the Ring of Honor Final Battle. In all honesty, I'm not sure what year this is from. It says it came out in 2021, but this is the Final Battle with Kevin Steen and El Generico in the Ladder War. Amazing match. Probably one of the greatest ladder matches, in my opinion. We did get TNA, the Essential Eric Young Collection. This is 3 discs, 9+ hours. The Essential TNA Rhino Collection. This is 2 discs. And the Essential RVD Rob Van Dam Collection from TNA. This is 3 discs as well.
Now you're probably on your own to watch that stuff, right?
Yeah, no. I put wrestling in, she immediately goes to sleep. So next up, we did get Alf. This is the deluxe edition box set from Shout Factory. So I did have the regular edition from Walmart from several years ago. The reason I upgraded to this one is you also got Project Alf, which was the 96 finale movie, which kind of sums up and kind of goes past the series finale. And you also get the 2 animated series, which is Alf Tales and Alf the Animated Series. I may never watch them, but it's just cool to have the complete collection. And I think this was like $35. I mean, Project Alf by itself to go buy it is $20-25 bucks. And then I also did get, this was an impulse buy. I'm honestly not sure why I bought this, but it is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the complete series. Power Rangers was always a must-watch when I was a kid. I like the Power Rangers, and
I have a feeling it's not going to have the same effect now. But
probably
anyways.
not. Probably not. One can try, though. One can hope. Alrighty. So if you guys watched a couple of weeks ago, we did a Things We Wish Had Blu-rays video, and I believe it was Eric who said that he wished that this had a Blu-ray. Well, it did. He just didn't know about it because it is a UK release, and that is Extra. So by the time that they see this, they will have gotten theirs, but I did get us all a copy of this because neither him nor Carl had it. So we will all three have extra in our collection now. Also got Bad CGI Gator from Full Moon. We watched the trailer for this. I couldn't keep from ordering it. It's going to suck, but yeah. Next up, Creepazoids from Full Moon. This is one of the original Full Moons that I did not have, which is rare because I have most of the Full Moon stuff. So, Creepazoids, and then Dr. Mordred. Apparently I cannot read. Dr. Mordred, Master of the Unknown here. Again, another kind of original Full Moon. I mean, it's from the 90s, I believe, that I didn't have. So, and then I did get this one. This is the Euroscene Collection Volume 1. This has 6 Blu-rays in, like, it almost looks like a big box VHS. But when this came out from Full Moon, I had no interest in getting it. It was $99. Absolutely no sense in giving that a care, and I didn't know anything about the movies in this. Over right before Black Friday, though, they ran a sale on it, and it was $30. So I picked it up. I mean, if these movies suck, I'll get my $30 back out of it for sure. But I mean, the chances of 6 full moons being that bad are actually pretty rare when they're old like that. The new full moon stuff is, oof, it's a little rough. Next up from Second Sight, we did get in the beautiful collector's edition for Late Night with the Devil. I've still not yet watched this. This is on my watch list for sometime this week. Late Night with the Devil from a lot of people has been said to be a top film from 2024, so definitely want to see what that's about. Also got this one. That's the Blair Witch Project. I've seen this movie like once or twice. Leigh has said previously she hates it. I don't remember loving it. I can't lie, but Second Sight stuff goes out of print very, very quickly with these big boxes. So I figured I would get it, I would watch it, and if it doesn't have that same effect on me with everybody doing the reunions at the conventions, it'll be an easy resale. So I kind of got that one with double intentions. Like I said, I don't remember loving it. I don't remember hating it as much as Leigh does, but I honestly, I don't remember loving it either. And then when we did go over box sets in our collection, again, a couple weeks ago in that episode, Eric brought out the Universal Monsters collection. And I'm not a huge black and white fan. Black and white movies are just not my thing. Psycho is about the only black and white movie I've ever really watched that I can actually make it all the way through. But these, there's no denying that without these, we wouldn't have the horror genre that we all love so much. So when he showed this, it's a beautiful collection. It has every Universal movie in there. It says it's 30 films from 1931 to 1956. So, I mean, it may take me forever and a day to watch these, but this is something that, again, will I like them? Probably not, but without these, the horror genre wouldn't be what it is. So we'll check them out eventually. Alright, this month, we're already on stack 3. See, I told you. Anyways, this month, as you guys may or you probably can't tell, our setup is a little different this month. And the reason for that is we completely, and by we I mean I, completely redid my media room. I went and bought new bookcases. It kind of opened up an entire wall. We moved our horror over here on an alternate wall that we're not used to filming on. And when I did that, what spurred all of that was I knew I had a movie on DVD, but I couldn't find it. I've had mostly Blu-rays down here in the media room. Up in our living room, I had a shelf cabinet that had DVDs. And so I got tired of things being spread and not being able to find things. So I went and got new shelving, and in the process of not only buying new shelving, I upgraded a ton of the stuff that we had on DVD. So a lot of this is actually more so, well, this is not. We upgraded a lot of Leigh's stuff as well, but a lot of it honestly hasn't come in yet. But
bought a lot of extra stuff we already had is what he's trying to say.
We have on 4K from Scream Factory, we have The Haunting. We upgraded, that was an upgrade. We also upgraded the Underworld 5-film collection. Underworld like 1 through 3 are really good. 4 and 5 are, I mean, they're still decent films, but they're not nearly as good. We did get the Divergent series on 4K, so it's Divergent, Insurgent, and Allegiant. We did get all 3 of those on 4K. Our DVDs, they were so scratched, I don't know, in all honesty, if they would have played or not. Next up, Shut In. I don't remember this one. This was in our DVD stuff. If it stays in the collection, then clearly me and her both agreed that we liked it enough to keep it. So I don't remember that one though. We might have to rewatch that one. We also got Shooter and Four Brothers. We had Shooter on DVD up there again in the collection, so got ready to upgrade it. This was actually $9 to upgrade with Four Brothers, which I've never seen, or we could upgrade Shooter by itself for like $12. So I went ahead and got the double so that we now have Four Brothers as well. Again, don't know anything about it. Did get the James Cameron. I'm a little late on this one, but True Lies. This also has like some French on the front. I don't know what that's about. But anyways, True Lies. I like this one. The other James Camerons that came out, I have no need to upgrade those. But True Lies, I did want to. This one, The Italian Job. This is the Steelbook. This is a prime example of why we did this. I go down there and I pull out all the DVDs. I already have Italian Job on DVD. I go to Amazon, I order it. I come down here and start redoing the shelf. We already have Italian Job on Blu-ray. So I gave $10 for this. I've listed a lot of stuff recently on Facebook. So that'll go up on Facebook Marketplace if you want it. $10. Did get Twisted from Kino Lorber. Another upgrade. This is a fantastic movie. I think me and her both really enjoyed this. You honestly cannot go wrong with the Ashley Judd stuff from the 90s and early 2000s. To Kiss a Girl, is it To Kiss a Girl? I mean, anything she was in, that thriller style that she was in is just great films from that time.
There's Double Jeopardy, but I don't remember.
Yes, there is Double Jeopardy. But yeah, there's To Kiss the Girl. There's a couple. She was in like 3 or 4. A lot of them have Morgan Freeman in them. I don't remember exactly the names though. But anyways, we do have Ghostbusters Answer the Call. This is the female Ghostbusters that they came out with. Everyone hates this movie. When me and Lee watched it, it's not terrible. Is it the original with, Bill Murray? And no, of course not. But nothing is ever going to be as good as the original when you redo it. And I think we'll touch on that again in another film in this update. But it wasn't terrible, and we had kept it, so I decided to upgrade. I think that was legit like $4. Did get Body Parts here from Scream Factory. This is not an upgrade. This is one that I've never had. I read the synopsis of this. This has been on my Scream Factory list for a pretty good while. The synopsis kind of sounds like one of the stories from Body Bags with the new eye, except this is the guy gets new body parts. It sounded really intriguing, so I decided we'd pick it up. These are kind of out of order, so these are not upgrades either. I have seen these. These are just ones that, again, when I put stuff on the shelf, I was like, I can't believe I don't have that. So we did get Hellboy. These are pretty fun watches.
Never seen those.
You never seen Hellboy? They're pretty fun watches for what they are. They're not great movies by any means, but they're good for what they are. We do have Hellboy 2, The Golden Army. And then we did go ahead and get this one. I've seen this one, but in all honesty, I don't remember much about it. And that's Hellboy. This is the remake that apparently 1 and 2, they gave it like 10 or 12 years after the original 2 were made. And then they tried to like revamp the series. And it really didn't need to be revamped. Just make a Hellboy 3. But regardless, they tried to revamp it. And I've seen it. I don't remember much about it. But it was cheaper to buy all 3. In the, if you scroll down, things bought together. It was cheaper to buy all 3 than it was just to buy 1 and 2 together because of the Amazon deal that they had going on there. And then we also picked up this one. This is Ghost Rider and Ghost Rider 2, which is Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance. Ghost Rider 2 sucks. I absolutely hate that film. It is cool where they're like fighting in the crypts and stuff, but as far as the movie, I don't care for it. Ghost Rider 1 I love with Nicolas Cage though. And again, this is another one. I went to buy Ghost Rider 1 on Blu-ray. It was like $12 for the Blu-ray, or I could buy the double feature here for $9.96. So that's what we did. Next upgrade, Passenger 57 with Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes, another one. He was in a lot of really good stuff in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, mid 90s. He was in a lot of really good stuff, so was really glad to have this one, Passenger 57. And I'm not sure if this is the last of the upgrades or not, but the last one in this stack, and this is Beverly Hills Ninja with Chris Farley. If you guys have never seen Beverly Hills Ninja, you are doing yourself a disservice. This movie is great. I'm sure there's someone out there that will disagree with me, but I love anything Chris Farley was in. Definitely a great comedian of his time. Rolling right along with our last stack here. We have not had a chance to watch this one yet. Maybe either today or tomorrow we will be watching The Crow remake. This is one everybody has been crapping all over in the reviews. We'll see for ourselves. I know going in it's not going to be the original. And I think if more people would kind of get that in their minds, it's not going to be the original. It's someone else's vision of it. And I think, we have to give it a chance, if nothing else. And if it sucks, even if you go in with it with an open mind, it still sucks, that's a different story. But we'll see what we think. We also have Speak No Evil. James McAvoy won me over with his performance in, was it Split? And so anything that he's been in since, I've tried to check out. This, everyone has been giving amazing reviews to. So we'll see. Everyone gave amazing reviews to Longlegs, and we watched that movie. And that movie was, I'm not going to say it was bad, but that movie was different for sure. One that we did get to see, and that the story that goes along with this is I am single-handedly paying for part 3 of this movie, and that is Beetlejuice. So I bought the 4K, and our 7-year-old daughter decided she would click buttons she knew absolutely not what were, and bought this movie not once but twice on Amazon Prime. So we have a regular edition, then we have an extended edition on Amazon, and we also have the 4K. So Beetlejuice, when part 3 gets made, I'm sure that Horrorland Media and Leigh and Justin have single-handedly funded that movie. I didn't hate it. A lot of people, that's a very divisive movie of the year. A lot of people say, man, that movie sucks. Again, if you went into Beetlejuice and you thought it was going to be the original, you're an idiot. There was no way it was going to be the original. Too many years have passed. Too many things have changed. I didn't hate it, though. I think, Leigh, what your comment was...
I didn't think you'd care for it.
You didn't think I'd care for it?
I ended up watching it with our daughter before he watched it.
So. Leigh's comment, though, while we were watching it was she felt that it was poorly acted. And I can see, based on the character acting chops that were in it, I can see where she would have thought that, but I didn't hate it. She thought I was going to.
Well, it's the caliber of actresses and actors they had in it. I expected it to be better acted.
Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, I would agree. It's not going to make my top of the year or anything like that, but I definitely think we've seen worse this year. So, anyways, another upgrade for the collection. This one came from Orbit DVD. That is Red Eye on 4K. I absolutely love Red Eye. This was like a sleeper film of the mid-2000s. When it came out, not enough people talk about this. It's a great thriller. It almost turns into an invasion movie in the end. I love this movie. So Red Eye, happy to have that one on 4K. That does have a digital code. That'll be getting opened and sold when we end this video. We do have Double Jeopardy. Love this movie. This is probably one of my favorite Ashley Judd films of the 90s. The reality of this movie being a legit thing that goes on in our society, with Double Jeopardy being a real thing in our court system. This is such a great movie. If you guys have never seen this, again, you are doing yourself a disservice. Go see Double Jeopardy. I mean, that's a 90s movie. I figure everyone's seen it, but if you haven't, go check it out. One that will probably make my top 5 of the year. You'll have to tune in. We'll be doing that episode soon. But that is Here for Blood. So Leigh kind of came in on the end of this one. Basically, this couple is having trouble financially, and she's in college, and she has a babysitting gig. Her boyfriend is a professional wrestler, and so she sends him to babysit the kids so that she can still get the money, but she can study for her exam. And during which a cult ascends on the house, and they are basically trying to sacrifice the people within the home to this deity, this god, whatever. It is insane. It's insane. But I enjoyed it. And actually, fun fact, a lot of people that have seen this have not mentioned this. So I don't know if they don't know it or if they just don't mention it. But if you've seen this movie, the head, you know what I'm talking about, is actually voiced by Dee Snider from Twisted Sister. So that's pretty cool. This one right here, Hush. This one came from, I believe I ordered this from Grindhouse Video. Hush is great. It was a Netflix film that got a lot of love and then kind of fell off the face of the earth. Never got a physical release, so Scream Factory picked it up and did it. I wish Scream Factory would continue with this trend and continue to pick stuff up instead of just re-releasing everything they've put on Blu-ray on 4K. Because let's be honest, there's only so much of that stuff that people want. Their Blu-rays were great, but when you recycle it and keep putting it on 4K, it doesn't a lot of times look any better for these older films. And I'm not going to upgrade all of those. I've upgraded a few, but very few. Next up here, this is Gut Pile. This is from Saturn's Core, which is a Vinegar Syndrome partner label. I picked this one up basically just because of the premise. It's an old 90s shot on video. It's more than likely going to suck, and it will more than likely go up for sale. Not going to lie. But I do want to watch it first just because it is a Scarecrow movie. So, as Eric and Carl kind of made fun of me for a couple of weeks ago, I do have a thing with scarecrows and clowns. They're just things that, I mean, they make good movies, let's be honest. And those are two things that for some reason, they always scare people. I don't understand what that reason is. But anyways, so that's Gut Pile. It's not but like 45 minutes, so that'll be an easy watch one night. Let's do these. I did get the Conjuring universe. So story again behind this. As you guys can see, there's not a lot of empty spaces on the shelf. The Conjuring here, this is 7 films. So this is 7 Blu-ray cases because I actually already had every single film in this. This was $35. 7 times 5 is $35. So I'm going to put $5 a piece on the others. We will sell them. If you want them, hit me up in the comments down below. They will also be available on Facebook. If they don't sell that way, we'll be taking them to conventions. But it's going to be a wash in the end because I'm going to make my money back once I sell those. And I'm going to gain a lot of shelf space doing this. Which at this point, shelf space is a precious thing. If you are a collector, you understand that. There's never enough. It doesn't fail with what you do. You will never have enough shelf space. And then next up, this one came from Groove. This is The Nun 2. It is not included in this Conjuring. This only has The Nun 1. So we did get The Nun 2. I actually haven't even watched all the Conjuring movies myself. So I don't know if Lee will make it through those or not. This is the exact same way as that Conjuring box set. This is the Purge films. So I have a box set that has like 1, 2, and 3 in one case. And then the first Purge and then the Forever Purge were separate cases. So I eliminated 3 cases to get this one. Those will be, I think this was $25. So again, 10, 5, and 5. We spent basically $5 to get this once those sell. And then coming up here on the end, we'll go ahead and do this one. First, this is the only standalone DVD that's not like a series out of this, and that is No Vacancy 2. No Vacancy is amazing, the original. I actually have never seen part 2, but Grindhouse Video actually was running a sale. It was his like Black November sale, and I think this was honestly like $1.50. He was trying to get rid of them. So No Vacancy 2, the first cut. And these last ones right here will round it out. These were from Grub. They, of course, Black Friday kind of sale. It was not for Black Friday, but kind of that kind of sale. We have Mad Max Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. Don't know much about this one, but I believe it was last month in the collection update. You would have seen that we got Mad Max, the complete collection. So did not include this one. We picked it up. We also got Fall Guy. Haven't watched this one yet either. We've got a lot of stuff to watch to get through for an upcoming episode. This will be one of those that we need to get watched. We'll go over that in just a minute. We also have Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. So the Aquaman movies with Jason Momoa, I really enjoy these. I think you do too. Mm-hmm. I don't think we've seen this one yet. I know I don't have it. So it'll definitely be one. This is 2022 or 2023 even. So this will not be like a watch right now, but it will be a watch relatively soon just because I want to see it myself. And then ending the collection update here, we do have M. Night Shyamalan's The Watchers with Dakota Fanning. I haven't seen Dakota Fanning in anything in a while, so we'll see. M. Night Shyamalan stuff is not my favorite stuff. It's very weird. The Village, stuff like that's kind of weird, but I figured it would be okay. So we did get the 4K for it. And so with that ends the collection update. That's all we've got. Not as much this month.
Slightly smaller.
Slightly, yeah, not as much. Relish this though, because I do have to tell you, December, it's not going to be good. Black Friday was not kind to collectors this year. But for real though, guys, we do have the rest of the year planned out, I think. I don't know in what order we are doing them, but we've got a 2025 retrospective with what we're looking for, what we want to see. Some news and updates for not only Horrorland Media, but 8X Productions as well. We've got a favorite releases of 2024. I think what we have decided to do, I've talked with kind of Carl and Eric, we'll be covering the horror stuff. Leah is going to join us for that. So she has taken on non-horror. So, out of the stuff that we have bought this year on physical media, what has she enjoyed the most? I think we're going to do like a top 5 system with that. And we will also be doing horror, a 5-year kind of retrospective kind of thing. Where was horror 5 years ago? What are some releases that have come out each year from then to now? And where do we see horror in 5 years? So that's kind of our slate for the remainder of the year. We do have Christmas, the week of Christmas and the week of New Year's. We will not be doing any videos as we take time off to spend time with our families and friends. So we hope that you guys do the same. We will be starting out next year in 2025. In February, we will be going back to Atlanta for Days of the Dead, Horrorland Media. We will be there. We look super forward to seeing each and every one of you there. We also will be the very next weekend, I believe it's March 1st and 2nd this year, is the Evansville Horror Con. And we have a new convention that we do have the contract sitting in our email right now. I just simply have to fill it out and send it back. And that is Ben Dixon's Nashville Full Moon Tattoo and Horror. That is my personal favorite show of the year. I love Scarefest because it's a big show. But I love Nashville because it's kind of a small, almost like family setting. It's very small. I wish the hours were a little different for that show. That's neither here nor there. I can't change that. But we will be doing that one. Like I said, I did just have to send back that contract. So that's a few things going forward. We'll touch more on those in our 2025 episode coming up here in a couple of weeks. Is there anything you want to add?
No,
Nothing?
I'm good.
You're okay?
I'm ready for the 2025 or 2024 update.
Yep. 2024, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. As always, we do still have. I don't have my copy. I was unprepared, but we do have Mothershucker available on Blu-ray. We also have Mothershucker T-shirts along with Horrorland Media T-shirts. We will put that link right here. It will also be in the description, and I'm going to tell it to you right now. It is horrorlandmedia.square.site. Make sure you go there, pick you up a copy. We've got some really cool, exciting things coming up with Mothershucker. I won't announce those just yet because I'm waiting on someone to get back with me on potential, if it works or not, I guess we'll say. So we've got some really cool things coming up with that. Lots of workings here with Horrorland Media and 8X Productions. We've got lots of things going, and we can't wait to tell you more, but we want to make sure that we have everything buttoned up, tightened up, and finished before we do that. So if Lee doesn't have anything to add, then I guess we will end this episode here. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate each and every one of you for taking out time out of your busy days and lives to join us here with Horrorland Media, and we hope that we continue to make content that you guys want to watch. But if you have an episode you would like to see, drop a comment down below. Message me on Facebook. Message me on Instagram. I monitor that stuff very closely. Message us. Let us know, hey, I would like for you to talk about this, that, or the other, and we will try to make it work. We can't do this without you telling us what you want and liking and commenting on the videos. So as always, do that, and we will see you next week with another episode of Welcome to Horrorland.